Okay. So, can I have everybody in the room? Thank you, Adele. And we've got a huge crowd here today in Melbourne, so we're going to be very quiet. I'm Debbie, the CEO of Toy Libraries Australia. I'd just like to welcome you all to our 2022 awards. We did have 8 before, but we've only got 6 online now, so hopefully we've lost them already. I'd just like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on here at the Castle Hotel, the Wurundjeri people, and acknowledge all of the traditional owners of the lands that everybody's coming from around Australia. So Catherine, our president, was going to be running the awards today, but she is at home making sure that she's well for tomorrow. Fingers crossed, Catherine, I hope you can make it tomorrow. So I think it's going to be Diane and Lou doing most of the awards. Many of you will know Lou, she's our WA Development Officer, and Diane is just been appointed this week as our East Coast Development Officer. So congratulations, Diane. And so I'll pass it over to them now. Thank you.
Hi, so most people don't know me, I'm Diane. And I'm going to start off with the awards, or Toy Library Australia Awards. So we have 7 different categories that we'll be awarding people in, and we received over 70 nominations across all those categories, so a really good representation. So first up, I'd like to recognise the Toy Library supporters. These are people from across councils, corporations, politicians and other charities who support our toy libraries across the country. The support that these individuals or groups give to their toy libraries has been invaluable. Toy libraries that we'd like to recognise and thank the supporters that Toy Libraries Australia would like to recognise and thank this evening are in Western Australia, Dr. Jag Krishnan, the local member for Riverton in Western Australia. And then we have a number of them in Victoria, Knox City Council, Nelson Alexander in Collingwood, Yellis Craigstone Village and Doncaster branches. So thank you to all those organisations that support our toy libraries. I'd now like to thank and recognise some of our long-standing volunteers. These are people who give up many hours of their time over many years to their local toy libraries, whether it be serving on a committee, repairing toys, advocating for their toy library, fundraising, repairing toys or building toys, buying toys, generally just filling any gaps that need filling at a toy library. Some of these people have been volunteering with their toy library for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and we've even got one person who's been volunteering for 40 years, which is an amazing dedication. So the long-standing volunteers that Toy Libraries Australia would like to recognise tonight are Amy Hillier. Amy's been fixing Q's toys for many years, getting her whole family involved. That includes the kids, the grandparents, everyone that she can pull in. I'd now like to also thank Bob Blackburn, and Bob's with us here tonight. Thank you, Bob, for your 20 years of repairing toys at Carnegie Toy Library. Bob spends many hours repairing toys so they can also, and also helps out at fundraising and open days. Bob's 77 years young, and the Carnegie Toy Library just
83.
83. He's obviously
That's not what he told the toy library.
he's been lying to the Toy Library Day's age.
Bob.
So Bob is 83 years young, even more amazing. But what no one is disputing is that the Carnegie Toy Library absolutely adore him. Thank you, Bob.
you everyone. It's an award that I did not expect to get. When I retired from work, I was walking around and I saw this toy library and I thought, oh, that's interesting, maybe I might be able to help there. And that started this story. And here we are today. It's a long, long ride.
20 years later. Okay, and some more long-serving volunteers. Brodie Bergen. Brodie's the lifeblood of the Mandurang Toy Library, always busy behind the scenes. Oh, I'm losing my ability to speak. Elaine Dunwoody. Thank you to Elaine for her 15 years of support to the Richmond Toy Library, always available and giving of her energy and cares even when facing her own challenges. Emma Hassner. Emma is Swanview's longest serving volunteer with over 10 years of volunteering. She's a phenomenal asset to the Toy Library, often filling multiple roles across the committee at the same time. Frances Murphy. Franz is the epitome of positivity, diplomacy, and apparently a wonderful listener as well. She successfully steered Stonington Toy Library through COVID, providing great comfort to staff and the committee. Juanita Crowe. Juanita's been a valuable volunteer for the Wodonga Toy Library for over 15 years, filling many different roles, and the Toy Library feels that they are very much in debt to her. Kate Smith. Kate Smith is just responsible for the Gosnells Toy Library's financials, but over the years she's built up many cosy coops, climbing frames, catalogued thousands or hundreds of toys, and helped out on open days, and even runs sausage sizzles, even though she's a vegetarian. That's some dedication. Nola Tonez. Nola is a wealth of knowledge, a superstar leader and a champion of the Broadmeadows Toy Library, and she's been volunteering with them for over 40 years, which is amazing. Rhiannon Fox. Through all the ups and downs of the past 2 years, Rhiannon has been consistent for the Bayside Toy Library and is always happy to help out whoever needs help. And finally, Suzanne Gardner. Sue supported the Townsville Toy Library through the 2019 flood, COVID, and a few relocations to boot. She's always happy to help despite any other commitments that she may have. So congratulations to all of our long-standing volunteers and thank you for your support. And now over to Ruth.
That's fine. I don't need a forehead dip. Okay. So I have got some really exciting awards to present. So thank you again to everyone who's nominated from across Australia from so many toy libraries. The first award is the Community Volunteer of the Year. First of all, I'm going to announce the runner-up for each category and then the winner. Drum roll, please. Community Volunteer Award. Our runner-up is Sean Tulip. Sean has been a consistent and reliable volunteer of the Nunawading Toy Library since 2019. As a participant of the Burke and Beyond services, Sean and his support worker attend the Toy Library each Thursday and performs a variety of tasks that keeps the Nunawading Toy Library running. He's been invaluable at the returns processing, ensuring that the toys are complete and in good condition for the members. Sean contributes an enormous amount to the Toy Library and very importantly to its sense of community. Congratulations, Sean! And now for the winner of Community Volunteer of the Year. It is Jennifer Walker-Smith from Belmont Toy Library. So Jen has been at the Toy Library for 13 years and is considered to be the heartbeat of the library. Even though her children are now teenagers, she continues wholeheartedly to support the running of the Belmont Toy Library. Belmont's in WA, for people that don't know. She pioneered many new systems and changes at the Belmont Toy Library, and her generosity is seemingly endless. The Belmont Toy Library would not be the same and would not exist without Jen's love and support. Congratulations, Jen. Bring it home. Pop that one in my carry-on luggage to bring home. And now, next award is the Toy Libraries Australia Committee Member of the Year. This is a pretty big deal because we all know how much every committee member spends on everywhere around Australia on all the toy libraries. So massive recognition to everyone who is on the committees around Australia. You all do an amazing work. So this, you know, we can only choose two. So we received by far the most nominations for this category. It really is a testament to the really hard-working committee members right across Australia, and we are really grateful and to everyone who does contribute. And it was really difficult to make this choice. So the runner-up of the Committee Member of the Year is Robert Crowe. Robert has been an integral committee member of the Wodonga Toy Library as treasurer, toy repairer, and many more roles over the last 15 years. He worked long hours during COVID to enable the Toy Library to adapt to online cataloguing and click and collect. He provides ongoing toy research, repairs to the classic toys, along with making many other improvements. The Wodonga Toy Library community is very appreciative of his contributions, along with support from his wife, Janita. Congratulations, Robert. And now, drum roll please, for the winner. The Committee Volunteer of the Year goes to Kiara Jones. Kiara is the President of the Geraldton Toy Library. Kiara has been the major driving force behind the incredible changes to the Geraldton Toy Library. And the Toy Library now offers an incredible service to the Geraldton community as a whole. It's my hometown, so I'm very grateful. She's exceedingly generous with her time and skills and has a clear vision for the Toy Library. Her networking skills have forged some invaluable relationships, and the Toy Library now enjoys various partnerships, including with our local state MLA, the Act Belong Commit, which is our statewide mental health program, the local occupational therapist bringing in therapy students to enhance some other parts of the Toy Library. She brings others along with her, and is committed to sharing her successes with all of those around her. The Toy Library in Geraldton would not be what it is today without Kiara's real zeal and enthusiasm. Kiara joined the Toy Library when she was actually pregnant. She was on long service leave, and she actually joined before she even had a child. And she's just continued since. And so the changes that she's made have been really incredible. She also she's very, very generous with what she does. So anyone who's part of the national group, but in WA, she's so generous with all of her sharing, all of her knowledge, the things that she's learnt along the way. She's presented at our state conference last year, and just last month she presented nationally on our national tour and talk. So Kiara is incredibly generous and incredibly enthusiastic, and it's just bonkers what she can deliver, but really importantly for the local community in Geraldton. So congratulations, Kiara. Okay, our next award for the 2022 Toy Libraries Australia Awards is the Toy Librarian of the Year. The runner-up for this category is Grayson Hay. So Grayson has made a massive impact at the Burnside Toy Library. As a casual in the book library, she put her hand up to take an extra interest in the toy library. She's taken this extra responsibility and flourished by training other staff and volunteers, prioritising the toy library, and ensuring that volunteers and staff have a minimal issues on their shifts. Congratulations, Grayson. And now, for the Toy Librarian of the Year, Toy Libraries Australia 2022 Toy Librarian of the Year goes to Karis Morris from Gosnells. Okay, so Karis is the glue. In the best way that you could be glue. Not like clag glue, she's like good glue. Well, unless you're using paper-based tasks. But anyway, so Karis is the glue that holds the Gosnells Toy Library together. She is a vibrant member of the committee who puts her whole heart and soul into whatever she's doing. She's the key to ensuring that committee members are trained to run the sessions so that they can have more opening opportunities, conducting efficient stock takes with existing toys, creating new toy lists, and always engaging in which toys to buy to fill the gaps and demonstrating those. She's the driver behind so many fabulous ideas about extending the Toy Library's reach into the community and raise much needed funds for new projects and toys. The Gosnells Toy Library is so lucky to have Karis on their team, and we as a collective across Australia are so lucky to have Karis on our team. She is so incredibly generous and so enthusiastic with all of her ideas and so positive, and she's just been a really great driving force. I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Karis. So yeah, I've got a lot to thank her for. So yeah, she definitely is part of this, like, the collective belief around toy libraries. But again, bringing it back down, her passion really is you can see it so much even richer when she's actually in her native environment in the Gosnells Toy Library. So the joy and the passion, you can see the way that she brings the whole community together. It really is a really beautiful thing. So congratulations, Karis. I felt like doing a pretend thing, like pretend to be Karis to get the award. But I don't know how I do a Karis impersonation, so I won't do that because that would be wrong. Okay.
Karis will do an accepted speech online in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. She will. She's always there before me. Okay, so continuing on, the next award is the Toy Library of the Year award that operates with a paid staff member. Okay. Clearly, this is a big award for the national awards. I could see some things flicking up on Facebook. People are, okay, get on with it. Okay, the runner-up for this year's Toy Library of the Year with paid staff is Collingwood. Represented today by Amy.
Thank you. As always.
Oh. Amy can stay because she can make her acceptance speech. But once I've done. Collingwood is celebrating their 30th birthday this year. From starting out in a maternal health care cupboard, they spread their wings in 2010, relocating to Victoria Park. From there, they never looked back, and the 2 years prior to the COVID disruptions, their membership doubled to 650 families, and they increased their sessions to 25 hours a week. Ooh. Most recently, they've adapted operations throughout COVID, continuing to provide their families with click and collect access to toys across the same 25-hour period of 25 hours a week. Their toy librarian, Amy, and her dedicated regular community supporters truly demonstrate the resilience during that period. Congratulations to the Collingwood Toy Library and their librarian, Amy. Speechless. And now for the winner of the Toy Library of the Year that operate with a paid staff member. It is, congratulations to Moorabbin Area Toy Library. Represented today with Emma. It's a good job I can. It's a good job. And hopefully you bought a big bag for your trophy.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Let's hear about you and then Moorabbin Area Toy Library have been very proactive in adapting to the fast-changing conditions of the past couple of years. They've pivoted to click and collect and also offered deliveries to any members in isolation. They've ordered party packs which can be borrowed by community groups for free and help support their events and activities in reconnecting the community. During Children's Week, Their committee put together take-home packs for members and also other local families so they could celebrate Children's Week safely. The Toy Library has also further strengthened their ties with their local council and MPs to increase the committee's access to information on how Toy Library can help their community. Congratulations to the Moorabbin Area Committee and their Toy Librarian Megan and Emma. Lucky, there's still one more page. There's one more. The next one is for the last award for the 2022 Toy... Oh no, the last one I'm reading out. There's more after me. The Toy Library of the Year with a volunteer operated is... the runner-up is Geraldton Toy Library. So the Geraldton Toy Library have seen significant change over the last 12 months, which is possible due to the committee bringing in over $110,000 worth in funding through 14 separate grants and fundraising. That is not a typo. I did not read that wrong. Yes, those numbers are correct. Powerhouse. She's a powerhouse. This funding contributed to major building renovations and refurbishment, the acquisition of over 500 new toys, as well as 8 events and programs reaching new families in their community. They've also launched a new visual identity with a rebrand and overhaul of their promotional material. And it's not stopping there. They've got big plans for the rest of 2022 and beyond. So congratulations to the Geraldton Committee. So the winner for this year's 2022 Toy Libraries Australia Volunteer Run Toy Library of the Year goes to Surf Coast Toy Library. The Surf Coast Toy Library Committee has worked incredibly hard over the past 2 years through the challenges of COVID. Shortly after the onset of the pandemic, their membership dropped significantly to only about 25 active borrowers. Over the last 2 years, their entirely new committee have overhauled operations, developing new policies to ensure sound governance, put in strategies in place to attract new members, and additional borrowing sessions have been put on. They've promoted themselves through the social media and have become have a strong social media presence now. They've worked tirelessly to increase funding via government grants, improve toy safety, update toys, develop a user-friendly catalogue and library layout, plus refresh their website. As of last month, the Toy Library now has a strong committee with a committed 14 people. They've quadrupled their membership to 99 active members. Anyone with a short memory? That was 25 active members, now at 99. The committee has dedicated countless hours behind the scenes to develop and build the Toy Library to the amazing service they provide today. Congratulations to the Surf Coast community. And now I'm going to hand over to Amy, the Vice President.
Hi, Catherine can't be here, and the President has the discretion to give an award that is not voted. It's just chosen by the President, and so I'm here on behalf of Catherine to give the President's Award to Nola Tornese, who we mentioned earlier has given 40 years at Broadmeadows Toy Library. 40 years of service is an amazing contribution, and this achievement deserves to be recognised with the President's Award. Nola has a wealth of knowledge. She's a superstar leader and a champion of the Broadmeadows Toy Library. She advocated for many years to the Council, has spent countless hours taking care of every aspect of Toy Library activities. She's mended toys, sourced the best quality toys, managed the books and committee. Even moving across the city didn't stop Nola from continuing to support the Toy Library. She's been absolutely amazing at the Broadmeadows Toy Library community, has been truly blessed by her dedication. Now, after 40 years, she's decided it's time to retire and perhaps enjoy a few interests closer to her home. So on behalf of Broadmeadows and Toy Libraries Australia, thank you Nola and congratulations on this award. sneakily, we'd like to give another award, another President's Award, and that is to Debbie. Debbie has been an absolute powerhouse behind Toy Libraries Australia for a long time. She's been TLA President since we think might be 2016. Before that, she was President of Toy Libraries Victoria. Thanks to Debbie, the TLA committee has a clear view of our strategic direction, and she continues to keep us focused on our key priorities. Debbie has taken TLA from its amateur beginnings, offering not much more than insurance, to a professional organisation actively supporting over 260 toy libraries Australia-wide. She's been integral to sourcing the wide range of valuable resources that are available on the Members Hub, and through successful grants, she's overseen the growth of TLA staff from 1 to 4 part-time staff now. She continues to give huge amounts of her time on improving our committee and to the toy library community in general. Her service on the International Toy Library Association Board has brought the Australian toy libraries to the world stage, impressively wrangling the international time zones in order to attend lots of meetings. She champions Australian toy libraries internationally, and in doing so has established our toy library community as a benchmark worldwide. She has successfully secured the International Toy Library Conference to be held in Melbourne in 2023, providing us with an opportunity to further showcase our toy libraries to the international community. Last year, she moved into the role of TLA CEO. It's a new role, and Debbie's filled the shoes beautifully, which has allowed her to provide more focus on toy libraries, particularly in lobbying state and federal government for support. And all in all, we can't imagine TLA without Debbie, and on behalf of the committee and the toy libraries across Australia, we thank you and congratulations. And you can come up and finish the full sentence.
I usually have a lot to say, but not in this case. Oh gosh, Lou really is tall. I only met her today. I think anybody who works in toy libraries knows that they get a lot more back from it than what they give. So thank you everybody, and thank you to everybody in the room and online for everything you've done for toy libraries as well for the last couple of years. It hasn't been easy for everybody, but we made it through COVID, and looking forward to having everybody here in Melbourne next year as well for the International Toy Library Conference. It's going to be really exciting. So I think that's everything for the day. If there is anybody online in Melbourne who thinks, well, I should have bought tickets for tomorrow, come closer. It's not going to fall off. If you thought you wanted to come but you didn't get around to buying tickets, please just turn up. We'll sort all of that out tomorrow. And to those of you who really wanted to come tomorrow but stuck in isolation, we're going to miss you all. So everybody online, I hope you had a good night. Congratulations to everybody across Australia who won an award today, and congratulations to all those who were nominated as well. So have a great night, everybody.